Product-embedded GenAI features market themselves as tools that will save users time and effort. But is that actually true? No. Not if they don't grasp the basics of writing digital copy. When we write for the web, or any other digital interface, we're taught to write in a concise, scannable way, utilizing an inverted pyramid structure and approachable language. This combination of writing techniques and qualities help users, who are often in a rush, get the information they need, fast, and without expending unnecessary effort. But, so far, product-specific GenAI, like AI chats embedded in websites and apps, rarely follow these rules. And when it does, it's inconsistent. Let's go over these 4 UX writing techniques to see how product-specific GenAI can improve. Product-specific GenAI fails most often at being concise. Here at NN Group, we've long stated that users don't read. Well, to be more precise, users don't want to read, unless the information is something they're highly invested in. Users in general want to get their information as fast as possible and move on with their task. Writing concisely is often the first step writers have to take when helping users with this. Take a look at this response I received from Rufus, Amazon's AI chatbot. The response was so long, I couldn't even screenshot the whole thing at maximum window size, which is also egregiously small. Considering if this response was something more like this. Short, to the point, but still carrying all the important information. Would you be more likely to read it? I know I would. When there's a lot of information that can't be cut, or if the writer wants to make it even easier for the user to scan, they'll use scannable formatting. There are a lot of techniques used to achieve this, but the most common include bullet points to break up lists, bolding and italicizing important words or phrases, and using headings and subheadings to chunk text into more manageable pieces. Using any of these in your writing will make it easier for users to find their desired information. But when it comes to product-specific GenAI, a lot is left to be desired. This is a response I got from Kayak about the best places to visit in Thailand. Despite this being essentially a list and suited for scannable bullet points or headings, the information is presented as a dense paragraph. Compare it to this revision I created. Now the types of suggestions are clearly broken up, giving users the ability to scan for the sort of suggestions that fit their travel style, making it much easier to plan next travel steps. Another way writers help users find their information and get the gist without expending extra effort is by structuring writing using the inverted pyramid. In this structure, you lead with the most information and slowly follow up with the details. This gives users the main takeaway at the beginning, allowing them to find the most important and hopefully most relevant knowledge immediately. Let's take a look at what it looks like when you don't do that. This is a response I got from Sparky, Walmart's AI chatbot. You might have noticed that this chatbot also has a concision problem, something that is especially annoying since this is a mobile-only chatbot. Okay, anyways, side rant over. This response from Sparky opens by saying there are several key features that will ensure your feet stay warm, dry, and comfortable during colder months. In a proper inverted pyramid structure, the AI would list those key features, saving the user the energy of going through this exhaustive list of traits Sparky came up with. It might look something like this. Instead of forcing users to scroll down the list and scan the headings, I would list them up front, so they could read all the factors without scrolling. Unless they wanted to, of course. Finally, the last thing UX writers try to keep in mind is using approachable language. Approachable language guarantees that everyone can understand your writing, not just experts. And even if they are a domain expert, that they don't have to use all their brain power. Using approachable language often means you have to understand your audience. What is approachable to one group might not be to another. This is what AI really struggles with. When asked a basic question about a subject, AI will often use advanced vocabulary and assume knowledge the user likely doesn't have. Take a look at this example from Carvana's AI chatbot named Sebastian. While it could certainly use some scannable formatting, my big problem here was the phrase 3-box configuration. and traditional trunk. I don't know what a sedan car is. I'm even more unlikely to know standard car configurations and features. Instead, the AI should have explained a sedan in a more approachable way for a car newbie. Like this. A sedan is a passenger car that is a popular choice for families and individuals. Unlike other car bodies, a sedan has a trunk separate from passengers and four doors. This gets rid of the jargony three-box structure and actually explains what makes this trunk so special to this car. So, as you can see, product-specific GenAI is missing a lot of standard practices and techniques that makes UX writing so efficient and scannable. I do have faith that these chatbots will get better. If you look at more general use chatbots like ChatGPT and Perplexity, they're actually pretty decent in following these best practices. So maybe we're just waiting for Rufus, Sparky, and Sebastian to catch up. But until they do, they won't be delivering on their promises to make users' lives easier anytime soon.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of our UX videos, take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.